Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions, late night Friday show, as we did last week, going over the Saturday slate. I believe 11 games to go over tomorrow, or actually, it might be 13 games to go over tomorrow. So we will, of course, get to that quickly before we get to tomorrow's games, looking at what happened tonight. Thomas Hurdle over half a point. My biggest play of the night, point 0.7 unit play. Nice winner there, minus 102. He got an assist on one of the goals there. Didn't score, unfortunately. Pavel Dorofeyev over half a point is a heartbreaking loss. Um, he had a beautiful opportunity to score with the final seconds of the game, but was robbed by Jake Ottinger. Victor Olofsson did not get a point. My premium play was Utah. I took a chance with Utah plus 190. Unfortunately, that did not cash. Matthias Michelli did not get a point, but Barrett Hayden plus 196 was able to get a point. So overall, small losing day, but we move on to tomorrow's slate, which is a beautiful one. I already have four sides locked in. Um, going to be giving out two of them. And then I have a 1.7 unit side. So a big play on a side, which will be a Caprotech exclusive play. It's also available on Picks and Parlays as well, but available on Caprotech. But before we get to the chat, before we get to Saturday slate, we had a big trade that happened this evening. For anybody, obviously, that doesn't have Twitter, um, may not have heard of it, about it, if they were not watching um, the games tonight either. Just bear with me. I had it up, but of course, I did get rid of Batson. So it's a three-team trade. We got a three-way trade. Um, Colorado trades Mikko Rantanen, and they get Marty Necas from Carolina, Jack Drury, a second round pick, and a fourth round pick. The Blackhawks get a third round pick. They retain 50% of Rantanen's cap hit, and then they send Taylor Hall to Carolina. So Carolina gets Mikko Rantanen and Taylor Hall, and the Avs get Marty Necas, Jack Drury, a second and a fourth. The Hawks get to pay a bunch of money and get a third round pick. Um, Honestly, looking at this deal, it really depends what happens with Mikko Rantanen in the offseason. Um, if this is just a rental, and if the Hurricanes do not win the Stanley Cup, and if Mikko Rantanen does what Jake Gensel did to the Hurricanes, then this is a loss. This is a massive loss. Losing Jack Drury and Marty Necas for a Mikko Rantanen playoff run. If he doesn't resign, it's a big loss. If the Hurricanes are able to win the cup and he doesn't resign, then okay, then it's okay. But we'll have to see what Mikko Rantanen does. From all I've heard, he wants a bunch of money. He wants Draisaitl money, 14 million a year, which is going to be hard for most teams to pay. So that's basically what happened here on Friday night. So of course I had to edit the sheets because Colorado is in the first game we're going to be talking about. So I had to get rid of Rantanen to remove him, which I did. 14 plays. Wow, you've got more than me. I think you don't. Who hates the Canes more now? I do. I don't. Terry, thanks for doing a late show. Hey, no problem, Nick. No problem. Instead of rushing Saturday morning, I'd rather do it tonight. Plus, it gets people that want to get in on the action early. They're able to. Fucking Audi prevent. Yeah. Yes. How could he do that? Crazy news with Amico and HS. Hope the chat is alive tonight. We'll see. We'll see. So close, Terry. So close. Yeah, but so far away. So far away. Yeah, the save of the year. Great. On a losing bet, save of the year. Good for Otter, but not for my night. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Hey, Terry. Hey, Adam. How's it going? Um, Prizov got traded to the. Yeah, okay. Okay. Everybody in the chat finds that funny. Yeah, yeah. Pretty sure I would have heard about that. Pretty sure. Not happy with Kane's getting Hall, honestly. Really? I'm not going to say he's washed up, but maybe playing with a team that's not Chicago will help him, but we'll see. Overall, I do think it's the right move for the Avs. Nature's younger with control. They were never going to give him 14. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But it really does hurt to lose that type of player. Losing Mikko Rantanen, and yeah, the fuck. McKinnon just lost his number one guy. And that is a perfect segue into the first game of the Saturday slate, which is the Colorado Avalanche and the Boston Bruins here in this game. And right off the bat, you guys know how I feel about 1 p.m. Eastern Saturday games, so I won't mention it, but I do not have any plays here. Now, I think this is a potentially good spot to look at Boston as a home dog. I'm seeing right now minus 130 for the Avs in most spots. Pinnacle is minus 152. Boston mostly plus 110 in most spots. Pinnacle is plus 137. So either that's not updated or Pinnacle just has way different odds than everyone else. 5.5s here, some sixes available as well. Um, how is McKinnon going to react to the trade? He just lost Mikko Rantanen, and yes, I'm sure he's going to be excited about having Marty Necas, but you can't, just like, will Marty Necas, first of all, even be playing with? There's so many questions about what's going to happen now. So losing Mikko Rantanen has to affect Nathan McKinnon um, in some way. Now, he could come out here kind of pissed off in this game, maybe not as motivated. The Bruins maybe get the win, or maybe he comes out pissed. And if he comes out pissed, then it's going to be a bad day for the Boston Bruins. So ultimately, no play yet. But with the whole Rantanen trade, it's going to, I believe, have an effect on this game. Obviously, Rantanen not being there is the first effect, but I think it's going to have effect on the um, chemistry for the Avalanche, but also the overall morale of the Avalanche. Pasternak, if you've been betting him over multiple points, you've done very well. 5 of the last 6 games, he's got multiple points. Zach an assist in 4 or 5. But I'm going to start the day off with a pass for right now, at least. May change tomorrow. Laughing. Yes, laughing. The draw plus 350. I could possibly see that. I don't hate that. Bees money line. I do. I kind of I lean that way. I think I think this. I don't think McKinnon's going to react very well to all this. But I could be completely wrong. And that's again why I don't like 1 p.m. Eastern games, because things just don't go as expected for the most part. So, past a goal. I could see it. Um, which wood wall will the Avs start? In the question on who wins, but I believe either goalie should sway, probably go to overtime. I don't know. Here we go. I don't, I don't really know what to say to that. I don't. Massive feud with Rantanen and McKinnon, according to Brad Marchand. Oh, okay. If Brad Marchand said it, then it's got to be true, right? Avs got the Rangers on Saturday by the way, to the chat. Boy, so the not only also I didn't even notice that, but I haven't really looked at Sunday slate to be honest. I have for football, but not for NHL. But so a back to back, an Eastern back to back without Rantanen. Um, it could very well affect the Avalanche even more in the Rangers game on the second night of a back to back. Uh, that's where, but they probably have Marty Natchez maybe for that game, most likely. I it was gibberish. I know. That's okay. That's okay. Love this. You got to be kidding me. Well, I'm glad you love it, and we're not kidding you. Friday night hockey action. Good vibes. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate that. Always good to have good vibes. But on to our second game of the day and McDavid's last game in jail. So he'll be released from a obviously he's not in jail, but he'll be released from his suspension here after this game. So he'll still be suspended for this one here. Buffalo Sabres and the Edmonton. And no, I'm not just doing this for McDavid. In the future, if there are any other players that are on hot streaks and they get suspended, they will go in jail too. So it's not a Terry hates McDavid thing. Don't worry. It will be a show thing in the future. It's just for the most part, players that usually get suspended are kind of lower level players, lower line players, not like the number one player in the NHL. But looking at this game here, Buffalo plus 195 to plus 217. Road Dogs, Edmonton minus 238 to minus 250. Sixes and six and a halves available in this one. I'm not mentioning goalies because there are no confirmed goalies yet as of recording this show. So that will be a Saturday thing for everybody to look into. Right now for the Buffalo Sabres, Tage Thompson has a point five in a row. Rasmus Dahlin, Mr. Assist, has been cooling off in a few of the recent games. I was leaning with pulling the trigger on him in his last game. He didn't get an assist, so I'm happy I did not pull the trigger there. Draisaitl, well, as you can see, he's got a point in 22 of his last 23 games. Talk about consistency. An assist in six of his last seven. So, um, obviously, we know that one game he didn't get a point was somewhat more recently, but Draisaitl has been consistent. However, you want to play him here in this one. I think he is a good look, maybe over 1.5 points. But again, I'm passing here. Not a lot of plays for me here on the early slate. And by not a lot, I mean none. Oh, hi, Terry. Hi, Grant. How's it going? Sabres money line. All right. McLeod returns ironically tomorrow against the Oilers per tweet. That could be interesting facing his old team. So we'll see. We'll see. But on to our next game, and another reason why I'm passing on most of the early games. We've got the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Seattle Kraken here in this game. Why are these players' names in red? Well, because they are injured. Game time decisions, at least Chandler Stevenson is. Brian Rust also missed practice. Um, so right now, the two hottest players for Pittsburgh are Raquel and Rust, obviously who play together, and now Rust may not play or he may play injured. I have no interest in either of those guys. For the Kraken, well, Capocacco is cooling off. Stevenson, of course, he's a game time decision. So is Jared McCann, also for the Kraken, and Riker Evans as well. So the Kraken have a lot of game time decisions for this game. The odds Pittsburgh plus 100 to plus 106, the Kraken minus 118 to minus 120, sixes, five and a halves. I I have no plays for this game. I just have no plays. I don't have any leans, nothing. This game is just a complete pass. I will be rooting for the Kraken as I have them to make the playoffs this year, which I know that play is dead, but I'll root for them. I'll root for them. Jeff Skinner facing the Sabres. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I'll have to see if he's done anything at all recently. I'll have to check on him. A Kraken puck line. Interesting. Okay. I think the Crackheads get to the Pens. All right. All right. I stupidly forgot McLeod was a former Oiler before placing away bets and posting a lot. Sure you did. Sure you did. But that's the early slate and all my millions of plays. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry, guys. But we'll move on to our next game. And this one here, do I have a lot of plays for this one? No, but I'm going to discuss this game here, of course. The Calgary Flames, plus 138 to plus 150. The Wild, minus 162 to minus 180. 5.5. So it looks like FanDuel has a 6 available in this game. I mentioned a couple shows ago um, that today, well, this Saturday, so obviously um, for this game, is Hockey Day, Minnesota. And for people that don't know about that, it's kind of a state holiday where all the teams, high school teams, play hockey, and it's hockey all day. It's kind of like a state holiday, basically. And why am I mentioning that? Well, the Wild have historically done extremely well on Hockey Day, Minnesota. They are, bear with me, 13 3 and 1 in the last 17 Hockey Day Minnesotas. So they have had a ton of success on this day. A lot of overtime wins, which does scare me here in this one. I said in the show the other day, I was ready to back the Wild here in this game. The issue, though, is that they're minus 180. So basically, I would have to look at the Wild in regulation in this game, which I'm just not comfortable in doing here. Obviously, I don't like the way the Wild have played, um, getting shut out in their last game against Utah, but they played a really awful game against Utah. So not only is it Hockey Day, Minnesota, but the Wild will be looking to bounce back here after really an awful game. They got called out by John Hines as well. So I expect the Wild's best performance here. The issue is the odds in this game. So, as of this moment in time, I have no play in this game. I will be having the Wild in a parlay tomorrow. I'll be ended up locking that in tomorrow. So I like the Wild money line as a parlay piece, but other than that, it's tough. One thing I will mention though, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, is keep an eye on Brock Faber in this game. Obviously, a hometown Minnesota kid will not be surprised at all if he has a big day on Hockey Day, Minnesota. So that's it. So obviously, we don't have a lot of hot players in this game. Kaprizov didn't do anything in his first game back from injury. I expect him to have a big game here too against the Flames, but as of now, no plays here. Crosby might get traded, right? Never at all. From what has been said on Twitter, no, he will not. But you never know. Seattle, the system play first period over, going first 10, and I can see that they were a really high scoring team until they got to the last game, for sure. Skinner's on a milk carton. Oh no. 1 goal in 12 games. Sorry, I was just taking a drink of milk, actually, to be kind of funny. But 1 goal in 12 games. Yeah, not not going to be now. Obviously, we do get cold players that eventually end their streaks. Maybe against his former team, it's a good luck. But because the wild got blanked, it makes me flip on the side. So you're taking wild puck line. All right, all right. Plus, the Flames face the Jets on Sunday. Okay, I like that. Um, Kaprizov, the first goal. Hopefully, plus 800 ish. Bear with me for a second. Kaprizov to score the first goal is plus 700 at Bet365. So close, close. But shop around. Wild money line obviously would have to be a parlay piece, but yeah, yeah. Thank you for the show, Terry. Good luck this weekend, y'all. You too, Stop you. Good luck, man. Edmonton puck line. McGee is still doing time. Yes, one more game. One more game. Dusty Annette? I hope not. I hope not. Give me Marc Andre Fleury in this game. But then again, Hines may want to put in Gustafson to bounce back here because this should be a bounce back spot. So I have no idea. He might get Vladar. I'd be fine with that. Salute, Terry. Hey, Kev. How's it going? Mini is also in the system play. Yeah, unfortunately, we are. We got shut out. Goal, first 10, first period over 1.5. What's the team total for the Wild? Uh, da, 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 Wild team total over 3.5 at Bet365 is plus 110. FanDuel might have a bit of a better price, but plus 110 for the team total over 3.5. Yes. Yes, 3.5. Flames are 4-11 as a road dog. Wins over Montreal, Anaheim Sharks, and Chicago. Wow. Wow. And Montreal was probably when they weren't like they have been recently. Oh, yes, Wild are in top four of defenseman scoring. Really? I didn't even know that. I wonder if it's plus money. Yes, plus 110. Yes. McKinnon to Pittsburgh now. LOL. That would be funny, wouldn't it? That would actually be funny. That would be funny. Skinners do, yes, but that's not how I bet. How I bet. No love for Gussie again, Terry? To be honest, I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan. Obviously, he does have his stretches where he plays really well. And this year, obviously, he did play very, very well to start the season. But I'm not the biggest fan. No, I'm not. I may have been thinking, trade him away, is what I was saying the other night. So I'm not a fan. Mini has scored 4 goals one time in the last 10 versus the Flames. That's not great to hear. And obviously, not a lot of guys in streaks. So, yeah, I don't know if the team total is the way to go. All I am confident in, and of course, it's obviously nothing is for sure, but I like the Wild to win this game. Hockey Day, Minnesota, bounce back spot. I like their money line as a parlay piece, but no other plays. On to our next game, where I do have a play. We've got the LA Kings and the Columbus Blue Jackets here in this one. The Kings minus 165 to minus 176. Columbus plus 140 to plus 146. Home dogs, 5.5s and 6s available here in this game. And I lied. I have 2 plays. My first play here is the draw, plus 360 at FanDuel for these two teams to go to overtime. The last 4 games between these teams in Columbus have all gone to overtime. For some reason, when these teams face off in Columbus, we do get very close games. And obviously, these two teams don't face each other a lot. Only once a year in LA, obviously once a year in Columbus. But um, that's enough for me to pull the trigger here. Also, I can see this being a close game. We've seen, obviously, this Columbus Blue Jackets team play very well this season. Just bear with me as I bring up their recent games here. Um, they did go to overtime against the Rangers. They haven't since then, but this just has that good spot, that good feeling for a draw. So I'll take the draw, 0.3 unit play, small play on the draw. And you guys know what we're doing here. Adrian Kempe. We've been cashing on him pretty consistently. Anytime goal for Adrian Kempe, 8 of his last 10 games, he's scored a goal, which is extremely hard to do. Plus 160 for Kempe to score a goal is my play. So Kempe to score and the draw in this game. Columbus, Minnesota, Sharks, Kraken last night when you were watching the Sharks game in that order of the top 4 defenseman scores. All right, all right. Oh my God, we agree on something, Isaacs. It's been way too long since that's happened. Yeah, I know. Crazy, eh? Jonathan has so many ridiculous stats, it's mind blowing. I know. I know. Uh, I know. Crazy. Ranching to the Canes pinch me. Robert's on cloud nine, being a Canes fan. I can imagine how happy you are. Now, you better hope he doesn't pull a Gensel. You want to see re-signing. Isaac's DM'd you and said Jackson Blake got traded. And you know what? I was a little bit worried. I was a little bit worried when I heard that the trade was happening. I'm like, please, God, do not let it be Jackson Blake that's being traded, because we'll be talking about him here in a few games. And luckily, it wasn't. So he was not involved in the trade. Thank God. Thank God. Zach Werenski shots and goal prop. Last 8 at home, 7, 5, 3, 7, 8, 11, 6, and 7. Wow. I do know his last 2 games, I believe 1 shot in each game. So yeah, he is probably like coming back home, where obviously he shoots the puck a lot more. On to our next one here, Tampa Bay Lightning and the Detroit Red Wings here. Tampa Bay minus 140 to minus 146. Detroit plus 120 to plus 124. Sixes and 6.5s available here in this one. When I did the Friday show, I said that if I was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Lightning, I would be starting Jonas Johansson on Friday night against the Blackhawks, and then obviously Andrei Vasilevsky against your division rival on Saturday. And that is, of course, exactly what Cooper did. Tampa Bay, not playing their best game overall, but able to get the overtime 4-3 win against the Hawks, and now coming to face this Detroit team, who obviously is going to remember what happened in the last meeting between these two teams, which was on the 18th. So 6 days ago, last Saturday. So it'll be a week. It'll be a week since these teams faced each other. And Tampa won 5-1, a beatdown in Tampa Bay. Now these two teams are going to be playing in Detroit. Detroit ended their 3-game losing streak with a win over Montreal. When I look at this game here, I lean with Detroit. I do. I lean with Detroit. I think they've got the advantage here. Obviously, the rest advantage. Tampa Bay just coming off an overtime win, traveling. Obviously, not a lot of travel from Chicago to Detroit, but um, I lean with Detroit. Haven't pulled the trigger here. I also like Raymond and Larkin, same game parlay, both of those guys to get a point here. And that's the only thing I can get to really in this game. The Detroit offense overall has really cooled off, but we'll see if they can start to heat up here. And I don't see the point prop available yet, so I don't have odds on what the same game parlay will be for Raymond and Larkin. But with them being the dog, it'll be plus money for both those guys to get a point. So that'll be a play for me here in this one, and my only play here in this one. Gretzky has 12 goals and 40 points in 24 home games, 3 goals and 13 points in 25 road games. So, yeah, he's a home player. Bet him when he's at home. Ice-X is laughing. That's something. Oh, the Jackson Blake thing. You're so mean, Ice-X. You're so mean. You go and do that to poor Robert. Wings. I can see that. Red Wings money line. I like the Wings. Okay, so everyone likes the Wings. Vasi is 13 and over Chicago. Surprised he didn't start. Wow. Who isn't 13? No, I'm kidding. Who isn't 13 and over Chicago? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you 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 save your starter for the divisional opponent because if it comes down to Detroit and Tampa for the playoffs and you missed out 1 point, like you have to. You have to. That's what I would have done if I was Cooper, and that's what Cooper's done. So I think he made the right decision here. We'll see, obviously, if it results in a win. Dallas Stars and the St. Louis Blues in our next game here. Dallas minus 135 to minus 140, minus 150. St. Louis plus 115 to plus 125. 5.5s and sixes available here in this game. Um, this one's kind of interesting here. Obviously, Dallas on the second night of a back to back, just getting that 4-3 win against the Vegas Golden Knights here. And now having to face their divisional rival, having to travel as well to St. Louis. Um, I I kind of want to go to the over here, especially seeing 5.5s. Obviously, just cashing with the over 5.5 on St. Louis and Vegas a couple nights ago, and I believe I cashed on it the other game with them as well. So, and now we saw what happened with Dallas last night, a high scoring game. I think we get goals here. I think we get goals, but so far no play. Robertson, Johnston both had 2 point nights Friday night. Duchesne had a 2 point night as well. So the Stars offense obviously really came to play against Vegas, especially in the second period. And then we should be surprised. Dallas Stars in the second period. But they had a big second period. Shen didn't get a point in the last game. Holloway's on a 4 game assist streak. Ultimately staying off this game. Might get to Robertson Johnston point prop, a point same game parlay, but we'll have to take a look at that tomorrow. But probably a pass here in this one. Wings are revamped after the win against the Habs. Maybe, maybe. Hawks can't hold leads. No, no. Stars puck line. Blues have a Hall of Fame ceremony tonight. Oh, great. Oh, great. Uh, Blues money line says Grant. We'll see. We'll see. But on to our next game here, New Jersey Devils and the Montreal Canadiens. Here in this game, New Jersey minus 170 to minus 184. Road favorites, Montreal plus 142 to plus 152 home dogs. Sixes and 5.5s available here in this game. And I have to go right back to the Montreal Canadiens here in this one. New Jersey has lost 9 of their last 12 games. And not only that, they lost their starting goaltender, Jacob Markstrom, who will be injured for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Obviously, having an incredible season 21, 9, and 5, 2.2 goals against average, 912 save percentage. So now Jake Allen is going to be getting the majority of the starts, I would assume, here going forward for the next 4 to 6 weeks. And Montreal, a rare loss in their last game against Detroit, 13-4-1 in their last 18 games, and they are 5-0 in their last 5 games after a loss. This Montreal Canadiens team has been very good at bouncing back after losses. This Devils team is just way too overpriced here. Minus 170 to minus 184, having lost 9 of their last 12, losing their starting goaltender. However, looking at the past history here, this is the only thing that kind of scares me here. New Jersey has won their last 8 trips to Montreal. Now, one of the reasons why I'm fine with overlooking that is this Montreal team is different. They've been playing better hockey this year than we've seen in many years. And the Canadians face the Wild here in a not too in a week or so, or in the next week or in a bit. And the Wild have absolutely dominated the Habs for a long time. But I'm interested to see if the Habs can finally change that because this Montreal team is different this year. This is one of the price ranges they've been really good at cashing on around the plus 150 mark. Dogs. I'll take the Habs here at plus 145. Also, or so I got them at plus 158 earlier. Plus 152 is the best price at FanDuel. Hudson assist plus 110 at FanDuel, half unit play there. 9 of his last 10 games, didn't get an assist in his last game. That's okay. I'll take him again here in this game, and then that's it. I like Patrick Laine as a point as a parlay piece, but I don't think that will be playable as a single play. I would not expect. Let's see if the point props are available here at Bet365. Yes, let's see. Line 8 point minus 135. So, no. Out of my price range here in this one. Nico Hischier, Timo Meyer, two of the somewhat consistent players for New Jersey. Not getting a lot of consistency over there offensively from the Devils. So, for me, Habs money line and Lane Hudson over half an assist here in this one. Blues? Okay, okay. Also, the Stars know how to handle Monty at home. Okay, okay. Terry's in beast mode, making content late night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Getting it done now. 2-1 correct score hit in the last 3 games these teams played. Okay, that's interesting. Monty's home. Okay. The 5.5 is worth a look because of the goaltending. I could see that. I could see that. 4 of the last 5 between the two have gone past regulation and have ended 2-1. Maybe 1-1 correct score. All right, all right. Devils puck line. Really? Leafs handled the Habs already, so why not ex-Leaf coach Keefe release the evil? I don't know what to say, Isaacs. I don't know what to say. Love the Habs at home on a Saturday night. Awesome. If it is Jake Allen, the revenge game again, yeah. Devils handle the Habs well too. They have in the past. They have in the past. Allen, prior to the Boston game, had lost 5 straight, 4 straight by 2+ goals, and the Devils have scored 2 or less in Allen's last 5 games. Love it. Love it. Love everything that Jonathan just said. Allen has got to lead the way and show who is number one for the time being. Good luck. He's going to need the Devils defense to really help out. We'll see. Habs money line. I like it. Lane Hudson assist. I like it. But on to our next game. And I know I disagree with Isaacs on this one, but that's fine. Normally we do disagree. Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators here in this one. Toronto minus 115 to minus 122. Ottawa minus 105 to plus 102. 5.5s right across the board here in this game. And is this game a trap? Maybe. Did I fall for it? Maybe. Give me the Leafs at minus 115 here in this game. Toronto is off a 5-1 loss to Columbus. They're not going to be in a good mood out in this game, which ended their 3-game win streak. Overall, the Leafs have won 8 of their last 12 games. Ottawa enters this game after being shut out in back-to-back games, being outscored 7-0 over those 2 games. This Ottawa team has just not been a team that I trust offensively for most of the season. And as you can see right now, if you look at the screen, they have nobody consistently producing offense for them right now. Ottawa has won the last 3 meetings between the teams, but I like the Leafs to get going here. I like them to bounce back after their loss. Minus 115 is a great price. And then looking at props, I want to go back to Matthews' goal, minor assist, but I've not yet done that. For me here, just Leafs money line. This could be an annoyingly low scoring game, but my gut says that Austin Matthews scores. But of course, Austin Matthews' anytime goal is just always a bad price. Um, oh, minus 110, minus 125 in some spots. Bet365 does have plus 100. So you can actually get barely plus money with Matthews to score. But no play for me, except Leafs money line here in this one. Jersey's also lost 7 of their last 8 on the road. Love it. Love it. LMAO at nobody? Well, I, I I don't know what else to put when there's nobody to put on the screen. Nobody it is. Maddie finds that funny as well. I thought it was Leafs versus nobody laughing. IceX is in on Sens and Reg. And that's why I said we are against each other. Hopefully an over in the Leafs. I like it. Ish. Grant saying LOL. Dicex. That Sens Stanley Cup Battle of Ontario. They're going to score. You would think. It's been back-to-back games being shut out. They got to score eventually. The Sens players watching the stream now and are going to be pissed off that there are nobody versus the Leafs. Eyes. LOL. I'll stop goofing around. Hey, if the Sens want to watch the show, I appreciate it. I will not argue with that. But don't take this as motivation. Don't get motivated by me putting nobody. Take the game off against the Leafs and come play your next game. That's what the Sens are, nobodies. I never said that. I never said that. Leafs road games have had a combined 6 goals or more in 10 of the last 13. Okay, so we probably see some goals here, as long as the Leafs score one more than Senators do. I should take Cousins anytime goal tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. After getting touched by hockey god Marchand. Okay. On to our next game here. Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Islanders. Again, I had to do some adjusting here. Marty Necas, after being so hot to start the season, had that long cold streak. He just started getting hot again, and now it's see you later. Have a good one in Colorado, said the Hurricanes. So off the sheet he came for this game. Um, Obviously, don't expect McKinnon to play in this game. Sorry, McKinnon. Obviously, don't expect Rantanen to play here in this game. And then I wouldn't expect, obviously, Natchez to play in the afternoon game tomorrow. So for the Carolina Hurricanes, Seth Jarvis has been consistently lately. Jackson Blake, we just cashed in Jackson Blake plus 500. And one of the main reasons why I took him on the top line as well, he was facing Columbus on the second night of a back to back. It was a very good spot for him. Now, assuming that the lines don't change, which I would assume that they wouldn't since they are losing Natchez. So I can't see Jackson Blake getting moved down with the fact that Natchez is gone from the lineup. So I would assume Jackson Blake would stay on the top line. But now, again, getting a team on the second night of a back to back here. And you've got to think that this Carolina Hurricanes. So obviously, we talked about the Colorado Avalanche earlier in the show. You got to think that the Carolina Hurricanes, they probably did love Marty Necas, and obviously they're going to miss him. But hockey players know that that's part of the business. Now they're going to be looking at Mikko Rantanen coming in, and you got to think they're going to be a little excited in Carolina. Taylor Hall as well. I can't just forget about him, but got to think that the Carolina Hurricanes are going to play with some jump here. Be pretty excited. Obviously, they've owned the Islanders. Don't have the exact numbers up here, but they play very, very well against the Islanders. But I'm not taking the Hurricanes here. Give me Jackson Blake anytime goal. Plus 440. Bear with me. Plus 420. How can I forget that number? Plus 420 at FanDuel. Jackson Blake, anytime goal. I'll go back to him again here. Again, second night of a back-to-back for the team he's facing. Top line, playing pretty well, so I'll take him here. Anytime goal at a nice price. Over 6.5. All right, all right. Anyways, Leafs always lose playing against nobody. Remember that, Canes? Yes, yes, we all remember that. Isles money line before after the trade was announced. Okay, okay. Canes, dot dot. Canes puck line. Uh, do we rip Blake again against his dad's former team? Um, well, heck, I didn't even know it was his dad's former team. But yes, we do. Canes team total over, right? Not for me, but I can see that. Varley is back, right? Not that I know of. Is he? Terry, old and slow. Come on, man. Yes, I know, old and slow. I call them old and slow, but I don't want to offend Islanders fans every show. I do want some Islanders fans to watch the show, so can't be too mean every day. Varley loves the Canes. All right, all right. Stole it breezing. Says, hey Terry. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? But we will continue on along with our next game here. Three more to go. We're at the late slate now, the 10 p.m. Eastern games. Washington Capitals and the Vancouver Canucks here in this one. Washington minus 114 to minus 128. The Canucks plus 100 to plus 107, 5.5s right across the board here in this game. Do we see any trades before this game happens? Obviously, Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern game with Rantanen being traded, with the heavy rumors in Vancouver with Pedersen or Miller, maybe both. Who knows what's going on in Vancouver right now? Could we see some kind of trade? That's what I'm wondering. Looking at this game here, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Alexei Protas on that second line. Been playing pretty well recently. Um, and obviously Ovechkin scored an empty net goal in his last game. Otherwise, it's kind of tough here offensively for both teams. And the Capitals have been winning a lot of games recently. Charlie Lindgren just got a shutout. If Lindgren's going to play that well, with the way Thompson's played, then this Washington Capitals team is going to have a very, very good second half of the season here. Ultimately, no plays here. Player props, it's tough to bet. Tough to bet in this game. But it's not the case for our next game, which we'll get to here in just a moment. Yeah, it's okay, Terry. Old and slow doesn't matter. I'm here every day. Haha. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Canes have scored 4 or more goals in 23 of their last 30 wins and covered the puck line in 22 of 30. Very nice, very nice. Over. All right, all right. DeBrusque anytime goal. All right. Also, I forgot to mention I do have Perron anytime goal plus 450. Leaf Sens. Good luck. Caps team total over. Okay. Okay. Pierre-Luc Dubois over half a point. Have to see what the price is on that, but maybe. It's not too bad. Freddie Anderson finally meets his IR twin Taylor Hall. Yeah, that's true. They both have definitely been on the IR a lot. But on to our next one. Here we got the Nashville Predators and the Anaheim Ducks here in this one. Nashville minus 180 to minus 200. Anaheim plus 150 to plus 164. 5.5, some sixes available here in this game. And what can be said about this Nashville Predators team? It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible what this Predators team is doing right now offensively when it comes to player props. Forsberg, 9 game point streak, 7 game goal streak. which we have cashed on for quite a few games now. Steven Stamkos still racking up the points, 8 of his last 10. Roman Yossi has got an assist in 8 of his last 9. He's been really consistent. And then Jonathan Marchessault, point in 18 of 19, an assist in 9 consecutive games. He's really been our moneymaker. You guys know what we're doing here. Give me Philip Forsberg anytime goal plus 135. And give me Jonathan Marchessault over half an assist plus 128. Both of those plays still plus money. Obviously, Forsberg goal plus 135. You'd expect that to be plus money. But I'm really, really surprised that Jonathan Marchessault assist is available for plus 128. Um, Really, with the way Marchessault has played, his assist prop really should start being around minus 120, minus 130. It should not continue to be plus money, especially against the Ducks. So, Marchessault assist, Forsberg goal. If you want a same game parlay, all 4 of those guys together, you could do that. 3 of the 4, you could do that. Just consistency with the Predators offense right now. The Ducks, not getting to any Ducks props here. McTavish and Strome doing pretty well recently. Frank Vetrano likes to shoot the puck. That's nothing new. But no play for the Ducks here for me. Bear with me. Maybe Vancouver team total under 2.5. The Caps have given up 2 or less during the win streak that includes 3 shutouts. That could be good luck, yeah. Draw on this one. Okay. Damn, Forsberg 7 out of 7. I know. It's just like wow. And he could not score to save his life. Just before that streak, it was assist. Marchessault was goal, and then something switched. Something switched. It's the mustache, maybe, but didn't help him earlier. Forsberg, yes, Forsberg. Are the Preds good? Uh, I don't know. If Marchessault, Forsberg, Stamkos, if that line goes cold eventually, which got to think eventually it's gonna, the Preds will be back to being bad again. The only reason that they're good and winning games is because of the offense they're getting. This one's confusing. Zegras, Michigan. We'll see. He got a point in his last game, so he's playing pretty well. Parlay all 4 play. Yeah, you could do that. Marsh assist, Yossi assist, small play Forsberg, Marsh, Stammer point. All good looks. Stamkos goal? Maybe. For Marchessault, Forsberg point each. Minus 110, going big on that. I like it. I wish I could get that for plus money, but I still like it. I do. Tommy Novak also cashing fire. Point prop might be good luck. Well, shit. How am I going to fit him on the screen? I don't know. So hopefully it doesn't get too hot because, yeah, there's just no room for him here on the sheet. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Preds Ducks over. Good luck. Forsberg reminded me of Robertson, both starting to finally heat up on scoring. I could see that. One thing is for sure, if Preds make the playoffs, they're going to be a problem. Yeah, they're getting this offense for sure. UC Stars hasn't been too excellent lately, though. So, yeah. Defense is sloppy. Ducks can get a few. I'm sure they can. Maybe this would be a good over spot here. Crazy thing about this game, Ducks pursued both Marchessault and Stamkos. Ooh. Hope there's no motivational factor there. But yeah, that's fine. The Ducks can win this game, and I'm fine with that. Just give me Marchessault assist, Forsberg goal, and I'll be a happy guy. But on to our final game of the Saturday slate. We got the Florida Panthers and the San Jose Sharks here in this one. Dun, 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 dun. Florida minus 286 to minus 315. San Jose Sharks plus 240 to plus 250. Home dogs, sixes, some six and a halves available here in this game. Um, the Sharks, they've really, really struggled with Nashville, and two heartbreaking games where they put up they put up the offense, but can't get a save to save their life. Now they're getting the Florida Panthers team in here, which has been a team that, for me, offensively, the Panthers have been a team to kind of struggle. I struggle to trust them offensively throughout the season. But right now, heading into this game, Evan Rodriguez, he scored in 3 of 4. Anton Lundell is a point in 3 of 4. Maki Samoskevich has an assist in 3 and 4. So all three of those guys are playing well. And if I am correct, they all play together. But bear with me for a second while I confirm that here. No, incorrect. Um, or wow, they're all on different lines. That's crazy. So Samoskevich is on the second line, Anton Adel is on the third line, Evan Rodriguez is on the fourth line. So maybe that line was moved apart or what, but uh, and then Verhage is on the third line with Lundell. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised to see all three of those guys with such similar numbers here, but on different lines. Ultimately, I'm not getting to any Florida player props as of yet. I will be taking Will Smith over half a point, though. I saw it at plus 160 at BetMGM. Waiting to see what Bet365 has. FanDuel does their point props late. Probably won't come out till tomorrow. Um, Will Smith point prop though at plus 160. If that's the price I get it for, very good price. Uh, an assist in 3 games in a row. He's on that top line for the Sharks, playing pretty well with Granlund and Zetterland. So I like him just to get a point, plus 160, 3 game point streak. I'll take him here. Macklin Celebrini, won't be surprised if he scores back to back games with a goal, 3 shots or more, and 7 straight. So Celebrini shooting the puck a lot here in this game. No play on the side. Um, it's tough to really get to anything here with the Panthers price. Toffoli, anytime goal. All right, all right. Macklin Celebrini over 2.5 shots and goal. Cashed in 7 straight. Yes, it has. 8, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, and 6. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a quick look since we're about to finish off the show. Here shortly, shots on goal for Celebrini, and 365 doesn't have him up for some reason. So I will have to check that. And we'll have to check that on our own. But sure, it's a good price. Celebrate shots and goal. That's all I got. He's been shooting. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. That second power play from the Panthers, though, has been hot. I think that's why these guys are here. I think Rodriguez has scored in the power play and back to back. Okay. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Late night pregame, LOL. What's up, Terry? Hey, good. How's it going? And yeah, we're covering the slate now. So everybody that wants to get a head start, doesn't want to wait till the morning, here you go. Panthers $3 favorite, but have won 11 straight versus the Sharks. Panthers are the daddy to the Sharks. Cover the puck line in last 4. All right, all right. Sharks have such a good young talent and they have a good future, but the coaching is just horrible. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, they have a young coach in his first job, so the Sharks are definitely, if you're a Sharks fan, the 2 faces on the screen right now are your 2 studs of the future, Celebrini and Smith. and they have a ton more prospects coming. Still having another rough season, so they're going to get even more. The Sharks are going to be a very, very good team. It's just going to be a few years away. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate you. Thanks, Grant. I appreciate you as well. Always watching the show. Stop Geo got the Panthers puck line at -110. Good luck. Good luck. By the way, Canes to win the East has dropped from +370 to +320, and the Cup from +750 to +650. All right. So people are liking the Rantanen trade, and I can't blame them. I cannot blame them. Premium plays on Caprotech. I have two sides, including a 1.7 unit play available on Caprotech. I also have 3 NFL plays up for Sunday as well. And then I'll probably be adding NHL plays tomorrow. So if you want to buy my all day one access pass, $10 over on Caprotech, link is in the description below. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you guys like the show, hit the like button. I appreciate all the support. And we will finish off the show, not to mention William Eklund and Zetterland. Yes, yes. And even more prospects. Like, they're going to be a very good team. Ranton and Steam. Yep. Good show, Terry. Let's get it. Thanks, Maddie. Still think Kane's goaltenders aren't good enough. Yeah, they're kind of like Colorado, where they just obviously Colorado did the Woods, got the 2 Woods, but not going out and getting that stud. Carolina would be smart to go and get that stud goalie if they could. Good luck, all. Good luck. Good luck, Isaacs. Thanks again, Terry. Always a fun time chopping up. Best of luck. Yeah, best of luck, Nick. I missed the first 5 games of the show. Recap for me. You can go and rewatch. You can go and rewatch. But Adrian Kempe anytime goal is actually my only play. And I like the Wild to win. Hockey Day, Minnesota, passed in the 3 early games. So there's your quick recap. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will most likely see you back on Monday. I might do a show tomorrow night for Sunday's hockey games. I'll have to see how the slate looks. But if not, we'll see you guys on Monday. Best of luck on the Saturday slate. Thanks for watching, guys.